What's going on, everybody? How y'all boys doing today? My name is Ayub Musa.
Jedediah, what's going on?
And what?
Bro,
You know what's going on. What happened there then, bro?
Bro, you said, today my name is Ayub Musa.
Did I say that?
Yes, bro. It says it.
It all stays in. And welcome back to another episode of Sincerely Pod. We are back. We are consistent. You thought we was going to be done with the one and done. We are right back at it for all the 10 people who are watching. You know what I'm saying? As always, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate y'all showing love. And in today's EP, the question of the day,
I don't know. Okay.
damn. The question of the day is, if you see us sweating, you know, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's like 30 degrees today. And it's raining. Question of the day is, should you always listen to your parents?
Should I always listen to my parents?
Always.
Always.
And you can feel free to specify you before. Like,
yeah,
what are you talking about?
specify.
Okay, let me go ahead and
Give me an
specify.
example.
So, for an example, as long as you're living under your parents' roof, let's say under the parents' roof, because
Yeah.
once you're out, you know, it's more independent.
Yeah.
As long as you're under your parents' roof, whatever they kind of say kind of goes. Like, you can kind of like, you can ask questions, but at the end of the day, if it's like they're hell bent on this is what it's going to be, you got to listen
is
to
it.
it. Yeah. Like with whatever.
So it's
whether it's curfews.
If you're under my roof,
Yeah, you abide by my rules.
you're going to school to be a doctor.
Yeah, for example. Yeah. Like, you're going to do this. You will, like
They control your life 100%.
kind of, yeah. Like, you home at this time, like, what's it called? Like just specific rules around the house. Like, no, like, it's just like, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense to you.
sense,
Yeah,
yeah.
because once you start getting older, that's when you start,
Yeah.
like, getting a conscience and you can
Yeah.
question stuff. But, like,
Like, I feel like
in the meantime.
for, like, as a parent, it's bad. That's bad parenting to be, like, you need to do this, this, and that,
Okay.
no matter what.
Right.
It's my word at the end of the day. That's bad parenting. But at the end of the day, you're the kid, right? You're the one living under the roof.
Yeah.
So if you're like, if they're still providing for you, then yes, you should listen to them.
Okay.
And if there's no reasoning, like if they're like, yo, you should do this for your school,
Yeah.
like I don't want to do this with my life. Like, okay, then kick rocks, basically.
Right. Yeah.
I guess you have to kick rocks, like, because like,
Right.
as long as they're putting food on the table for you, you have no say because you're not, like, you're still depending on them, right?
Yeah.
So you can't act like an adult but not be an adult. You
Right.
want to make adult decisions, but you're not an adult. You're not providing for yourself.
Type.
So, like, it's, as like a good kid would say, yes, I would listen.
Okay.
But that's not how you should have a relationship with your kids as a parent. So yes, I think you should. As a respectful individual
Yeah.
living under their roof, you should always listen to them.
So you're saying if it's a situation of like, okay, I don't want to do XYZ,
Yeah.
you got to just make your own way kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do what you got to do.
Like, you have
gotta
to
leave.
Yeah.
Okay, but what would you say to like a parent who's like, okay, I've lived this life. I know what goes on. I know how things are. Like, I know better. You gonna understand one
Okay,
day.
okay,
Because
okay.
they love that you're gonna
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
one
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Which honestly, most of the time, they honestly are probably right. Like,
Okay, so you'll be the dad, I'll be the son, okay?
okay, go ahead.
So I know you've been wanting me to go into med school. You've been
Yes.
wanting me to become a doctor for a while now,
Yes.
but I just don't feel it in me.
Excuse you?
I know
What are you
we-
talking about?
I know we've been talking about it since I was a little kid. Yeah,
Ah.
med school.
Yes.
But it's not calling me anymore.
No, you will be a doctor. You will be a doctor, boy. You will.
But what if
Why
I
is it
don't
not
wanna
calling
be?
you?
What if because something else is calling me?
What is calling you?
I want to go to the league, man.
No.
What you mean? No,
You go to the
So what,
league.
you don't believe in me? You don't think I can go to the league?
I don't think you could go to the league. I think that is a waste of a passion. I don't think you're serving purposes to the community, to society, to the environment, to anything. You go to a doctor, you go to med school, you become a doctor, you're serving your community, you're helping out people who need it, you're doing a good thing, and it's a good cause, and there are many people who need actual care, and there needs to be more people in this life who are willing to become doctors and make the sacrifices, and you're going to be one of those people.
Why me? Why didn't you do it?
Well, 'cause I was too busy trying to make it work for y'all. Damn, man. Came out from where I came from. I wish I had the opportunity. I wasn't able to do it, which is why you're going to be the one to do it.
So you're saying I owe it to you. I'm living your dream. Is what I have to live through. You're living your dream through me. Is what's happening.
Listen, my dream, your dream, our dream, okay? It's none of that you, me, it's our dream, okay? This is something that I've envisioned for you since you were yay high.
Yeah,
Yay
what
high.
I envision for myself though.
As if that matters, gang. As if? You don't know what you need for yourself, bro. You don't know what's right. You don't know. You're too young. You're
And
too
you know?
naive. You're too... Yes,
And
I do
you know what's best for me.
Absolutely, yes, I do know.
Why?
I know what's best for you because
Why?
you're my kid. And I know how this world goes. And I've seen people do this. And I've seen people do that. And I've seen the outcomes. Now, I want you to go to med school because I've seen the positive outcome of that and the positive career path, the positive manyan that it brings to the family. You know what I'm saying?
So all you want is the money. You want to use
It ain't even
me
about
to
the
get us
money.
money.
No. I'm fine. I got, we're fine money wise. But for you and your future kids and your future wife,
But I'm not gonna be happy when I'm doing it.
you're going to understand one day when you really help somebody and you cure them and you're able to see that person go back to their family and the smile on all their faces and all the gratitude you're receiving,
But
all
I
the
won't find
notes.
fulfillment in that because that's not what I am meant to do. I'm not
You
meant to become a doctor.
You don't find fulfillment in saving lives, then you don't even deserve to call yourself my child. You don't even deserve to. You got no heart. You got no soul. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
So what's the problem with this?
I
interaction?
failed
The parent or the kid?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the kid's wrong.
You think the kid's wrong in the situation?
No, the parent's wrong.
That's what I'm saying.
The parent is wrong.
So it's like
Obviously.
when it's something like that, it's like, what are you supposed to do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because like I feel as a parent, you have to let your kid make mistakes as much as you don't
absolutely.
want
Yeah,
them
yeah.
to.
yeah.
They're not gonna learn otherwise.
Okay, but what if your kid wanted to do something like hectic? Like, what if the kid was just his boost?
Like, he's
the
just
parents on something like, no, I want you to do this, but then the kid's just like, nah, I'm thinking about doing
Yeah.
this. Jacob told me that this was sick, the sicker ones. I want to do this. Then, like, the parent's right, I lie.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
okay,
if like the kid is just boosting crazy.
yeah.
Like I wanna deal this stuff.
Yeah.
What?
I want to become like a male stripper.
Yeah, like
Exactly,
chill,
yeah.
like
they're just on hecticness.
yeah, like
Like, I'm trying to get the fast money.
yeah.
I'm trying to
like,
just ruin my reputation forever and your reputation.
It really like I think it has more to do with the parent though
Okay.
than the kid. Because if the parent is reasonable
Right.
and their understanding of the child's position, then the rules that they make are valid. It's
Okay.
like they're not gonna have any extreme things. So you should always listen to your parents and yeah, they may be doing things for the best because they want the best for you. But what they think is the best is not always the actual best.
That's facts. I agree.
So like it's tough.
I don't know. My answer to the question,
Didn't ask
9
you.
minutes in, I didn't even answer the question. My answer is that I don't think a kid should always listen to their parents because genuinely, and you learn this a lot, like, bro, there be parents that genuinely kind of be tweaking. Now, granted, you should always I think you should genuinely always respect your parents. Like, honestly, even if, and it's so selfish of me to say because I was blessed with my family and my parents, but like I know a lot of people were not. And it's like, it's literally not the kid's fault. And like they grow up with resentment and honestly, rightfully so to a certain point. But like, I honestly think you should just, when it comes to parents, you kind of just got to take the high road. But like, if it comes down to it, like he said, where it's like, they're so like this, and you really got to make your own way, then at the end of the day, it's kind of what you have to do. Like you abide by their rules until you kind of are able to like work enough jobs and afford like a kind of one bed. Like you really got to like get it out. Like you really got to just, hopefully you got a friend who's willing to like, you could crash out, whatever, just leave, like become independent and then like make something of yourself. And then honestly, like usually once you do, and you do go about your path and like you're established, like you always kind of revisit your parents and then they're kind of like, okay, like you were right, I was wrong, whatever, blah, blah. And even if that's not the case, like still just being able to maintain a relationship, but knowing you had to do what you had to do.
Now, but
It's
like I feel like once you leave, the relationship is over.
Nah, not even. I think that's when it gets a lot better because then you guys are two adults talking and it's no longer a father, son, or whatever, a daughter.
Why would I want a relationship with you if we're like friends? You know, like there's no like the only thing that connects me and you is that you're my dad or you're my mom.
Yeah.
So that's why I still go back to you, because I have a good relationship with you. Why would I go back to somebody who didn't believe in me? Why would I go back to that relationship just because they're my parents?
Yeah.
That's
Genuinely.
so you owe
You
them.
can say that. You can say, like, I hear what you're saying, but you can say, okay, why would I go back to unless it was a parent? But at the end of the day, this person, they put a roof over your head. They provided for you. They put
But
clothes on
that's
your
their
back.
job, though. As a
It
parent,
is their job.
As a parent, you're bringing a kid into the world. That's your decision.
No, 100%.
And if you aren't willing to
Yeah.
provide for that kid until they're
you shouldn't
an
have had
adult, you shouldn't have had them.
That's facts. That is true. But just because that's also true, does that mean you could just kind of be heartless and be like, okay, Addy, like, that was your job. You were supposed to do that, blah, blah. You can take that route. But, like, as a person who's kind of like, I don't get here, or I don't even get to having this
Without
mindset without
them.
that nurture, I can't just kind of be like, you were supposed to do that. I can't just be like on that type of timing where it's
Yeah.
just like, oh, you were supposed to do that. Like, you can kind of just, you can have a respect relationship with your parent, because obviously you know, and at least in most cases, even when it's like really bad, you know, at the end of the day, your parent generally just loves you and wants the
Yeah.
best for you. And their methods could be like so far
Like
wrong.
hectic, yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's still just what they want. So
Yeah.
honestly, at that point, it's like more so like you're kind of damn near doing it for them because of how much you know that you mean to them. Like, you're their kid,
Yeah.
whatever, like how they've seen you, how they held you, like the amount of times they probably cried, like just thinking about you, whatever, like, or where you're at, or when you're coming home late and they're just like anxious, they can't sleep.
Yeah.
Like, all of those factors that you know, especially when you become a father one day,
Yeah.
you're like, damn, now I
Now
understand
you get it, yeah.
where they were coming from. Like, you gotta, there's gotta be that respect. You gotta be able to keep that relationship, even if it was terrible. I honestly genuinely believe that, but like, that's way easier said than done. And I know I'm
Yeah.
lucky, but I could say that much. But I think you shouldn't listen to them when it comes to like your major life decisions.
So
Like,
what is that, like top 3 decisions in your life? Relationship? Like, who are you gonna marry?
yeah, I'd say like,
So
yeah, like who you're gonna marry, what you're gonna do for the rest of your
Career,
life,
yeah.
career, and then
those are low-key the top 2
yeah,
biggest decisions of your
and then
life.
honestly, I'd probably say like
friends,
religion
maybe?
or whatever.
No, but
Like whatever you choose to do, like let's say for example you
Like
grew up in
your-
a Christian household or
yeah.
something, and then you want to become Muslim, or even like
Yeah.
the other way around or something,
Yeah.
like whatever, like your kind of faith or something. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's like you can't really listen to them because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is like a higher, this is my higher purpose.
this is
kind
what
of
you
thing.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say those are the big 3 things. Like where it's like, okay, you shouldn't necessarily kind of like listen to them, because that, bro, this is one thing that parents don't ever understand, is that they're gonna like, you don't know how things are gonna go, like genuinely, but like statistically, just kind of looking at how things are. There's mad cars going by the way, in case y'all don't know. That's why we keep looking. It's like hell, like parked in the worst area. But what was I saying? You live this life for you at the end of the day. There's gonna be a day where your parents aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
These whoever friends you had might not be there anymore. These friendships, whatever, not gonna be there anymore. And it's just gonna be you and whatever you wanted to do with the rest of your life. And you could spend your life living, like you could live your life for the sake of another person, but then when that person's not there anymore, now what? It's like oh shoot, like I did all of this for you, but like I didn't even enjoy it, and now you're not here anymore, and I'm still living this life, and like I'm not enjoying it. What, do I ditch it now that you're not here? Like you really live this life for yourself at the end of the day. So it's like you really want to be able to like make the best decisions for you, obviously that are responsible and reasonable and make sense, and like you're not doing anything wrong, like morally, anything like that, religiously, whatever, but like you gotta like realize that this life is for you, and you gotta like live it for yourself, and like you can't necessarily live it for another person, even your parents, because like they're not gonna be there forever, and like God forbid it's the other way where you leave before them, but like they're not gonna be there forever for them to like reap the benefits, I guess, of what you decided to do, because at the end of the day they're your like they want you to move out one day and have your own family. Now once you have your own family, like you marry somebody and you have kids, that is your immediate family. Like it isn't the one that you had prior, the one you were born into, it's this one. So it's like you gotta be able to like live for yourself. So with the big things, my answer is no, you shouldn't always listen to your parents. With the smaller things, curfew, like
diet,
whatever diet, like okay, dinner at this time,
Yeah.
like you like I don't know, just going to school, whatever, like earlier, before, like after, like pre-uni or whatever, like post-secondary, like the answer is kind of yes, to be honest. Like you
Yeah.
could kind of push your own boundaries a little bit, to kind of break that freedom. And obviously you can try to have healthy communication with your parents to the point where it's like, yo, like, come on, like this age, I really want to do this one thing. Like you got to experience stuff too. Like you really got to learn, you got to make mistakes, you got to fall, you got to realize why your parents were right. Like you do got to like go through stuff, but like, honestly, with the everyday, like that stuff, yeah, you should just listen to them, to be honest, bro. Cause it's like, it's not killing you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you kind of gotta, but obviously try to actually have a relationship with your parents where it's more like you guys are talking about it, and not just when things are bad, but like when things are good. Like talk about people need to do this more, like have a conversation with your parents when things are addy, like you guys are posted, and then talk about it, not when it's like you want to do something, it's like the not, and now tensions are high, emotions are high, and you're like,
you have to talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, let's talk about it now. But like everyone's gonna die on whatever hill. Like parents are mad stubborn.
Yeah, especially
all parents too.
Parents,
Parents
especially
stubborn.
when it comes to their kid.
Yeah.
Their kid is never right.
Nah, never.
It
Impossible.
doesn't matter.
Impossible.
Even though if they know that, like low key.
Yeah.
Nah.
Bro, my dad was like that forever, and he only like probably like a couple years ago told us like it's like the once the bad hits the pillow and like John. It's like okay, I was like damn, like I'm happy you kind of said what you said because like I realized it, but like no, like the parents is like you don't know, what do
You're
you
not
know?
gonna be right, yeah.
Never, because what do you, they seen you from yay high. Now all of a sudden you have opinions. Like who gave you like it's like boost. And you know what's crazy? I know I'm gonna be the same. Like I know one day I'm gonna have that thought. It's like the boost. Like I've been here, I raised you. Like what do you mean you have an opinion? But like you really got to be able to like take yourself out of that role and just like actually listen to what they're saying.
Because how would you
treat it like another adult?
How would you maneuver that situation as a parent though?
What?
Like say they want to do like some career, you're like I don't know, you know. So it's like and like it's like a talent thing. There's the gap.
Like an athlete kind of.
Yeah, like something like that where it's like they don't have the facilities to go to the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they can't go to the league.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're like dedicating their life to the league, going in debt, not going to school, grinding every single day.
Damn.
Nothing. 5 years grinding, no tryouts, nothing. Got cut every time.
Yeah,
what do you say?
Nah.
What do you do?
I'd actually be cheesed. I'd be cheesed.
But
Because that's one of those.
But you see them grinding though. You see them putting everything they have to it.
Yeah.
But are they like? How would you maneuver that as a dad?
But like going all in, like all in, and failing is like man. I feel like once you're so all in, like those stories usually always have like the Michael Jordan
No,
story.
but you only hear about the
I
ones
know.
who make it, though.
I know.
You don't hear about the ones who grind for 5 years and go back to the Amazon warehouse.
You ever seen that
You don't hear
video?
about those ones.
You ever seen that video of the dude? It was like this guy. And it was like I took out 2 loans to be here. Da. And the guy was like, yeah, give him a big hand, homeless dude. You ever seen that video?
No.
I gotta show you that. If y'all know, make sure you comment seeing that video because I know some of the guys are gonna see this and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's because we put it all the time,
bro.
Antho, bro.
Oh.
Shout out Anthony Duggan for comments. I gotta delete your comments. But did you see it?
Yeah. 'Cause I seen the screenshot.
Yeah.
What 3 comments? What?
Yeah.
I see,
But no, if they go all in,
yeah, like
and they
what are you
fail,
supposed to do? Yeah.
bro. To be honest,
And like they're delusionally like
bro, but I wouldn't let them go all in. Like I don't think I'd let them go all in.
Nah,
Like
but
that.
they cut at 18. They're like, yo, I want to pursue my.
Oh, they leave the house.
Yeah.
Oh damn, and they're like struggling.
Yeah.
But did they give up?
No,
They're still going.
they're still going, but like there's no signs, nothing,
Like-
zero,
Do they have their own place?
barely. Like it's like
Like landlords, like the yo.
yeah, like
oh, like
where's the
next-
rent?
next
Where's
miss
the
rent, you're out.
at? Yeah.
I mean, like, bro, at that point, I would just like, I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. At that point, it's like we really tell your kid, like, listen, we need to start planning for Plan B. Because Plan A ain't your John. You know what I'm saying? It's not your vibe. So maybe have them come back to the house, work full time, whatever. Like, still grind, but like, bro, you gotta like you gotta get an education. You gotta do something. And like, if you want to even get scouted, like honestly, like most of the time it is through like make your team in your school or something, and then like just keep grinding and meet people and network or whatever. Like you don't have to do it like one way. There isn't just one way to do things, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then like obviously like kind of go put some eggs in both, you know, like I'm doing this, but like I'm never really gonna give up on this. You're gonna keep going, and eventually, hopefully, like preparation meets opportunity.
So then what you're saying now is that you believe in the Plan B. You believe that
Yeah, honestly, I think as I've matured, I think so. Like, I think there are, like, you can genuinely, if you have a routine, like you have a schedule, you have
Yeah.
a lifestyle, like you are like, okay, there's a lot of time in a day that like
Yeah.
is not utilized properly by like most people, like probably 95% of people. Like, if you really utilize your time well, you can make time for a lot of things, and like you can genuinely water a lot of like plants, and like you can put so much effort into like a certain thing. Like, you go to school, whatever, but you want to, this is what you like, time you spend outside of doing school or work is time that you can be putting into like your passion or your hobby, and like continuously like going about that, especially when you have a routine.
But then a lot of people, they become complacent though, right?
That is true.
A lot of people, they're like, like this is good enough.
but then again, like, to a certain extent, I guess that's Ivy. Like, if that's what you want for yourself.
Because that was always your plan B. Your plan B was, okay, I'm gonna get a job and I'm gonna work on my business. Whatever your business is, I'll work on my business
Yeah.
on my off time.
Yeah.
But then you're like, making like a decent amount of money, have a government job, nice benefits.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
Yeah.
So then you just gave up plan A because plan B succeeded so much because of you're comfortable, basically.
Yeah.
But that would never have happened if you didn't have a plan B.
I think honestly, those type of things are kind of bound to happen. Like, because if you really wanted plan A that bad, it wouldn't kind of just be like, you wouldn't have kind of settled for that complacency. Like, you would have like been like, nah, I want this. Like, there's people who are like, nah, I want this. And like, I'm gonna make sure I try to get this. But like, if you're able to kind of be on something like, oh, okay, like I have this now, like it's Ivy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna kind of bun A, like this is working for me, like it's Ivy. Then like a plan A was never really like what it was supposed to be. Like, it's just gonna like,
But
I feel like
it
circumstances
only
just
becomes not what it's supposed to be because you have plan B, right? Because it's like you're like, okay, I'm just gonna work this job, whatever, just to pay my bills.
So you're saying like if there was no plan B, like plan A would have been so like heavily locked in on whatever, blah blah blah.
There was no other, you have no other option, basically.
Oh yeah,
Like
your
what
back was
else
so against the
can you
wall.
do? Yeah, like you're only working this job to pay bills. That's it.
Yeah.
But then you're like, it's not bad, and then you're like, I could get used to this life, and then because you don't want to grind after your work, you just want to post up, put on the Netflix,
Yeah.
whatever. Go see your girl, go see the man's, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like that would have never happened if you didn't have a plan B, right?
Well,
Because
like
that happens to a lot of people. Does it not?
No, it does.
Exactly.
100%, 110%. But it's like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it just kind of comes back to like a question of how bad you wanted it in the first place, if that makes sense. Like, because you're kind of like realistic enough to understand that like, I'm not gonna kind of be like too stupid, or like not even too stupid, but like too like super unrealistic to the point where it's like I'm literally gonna like go super all in on this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but obviously it's like,
But that's how you make it, though. No.
no, that is like, yes, but not always. Like, there isn't just the one way to do it. Like, there's the people who like excelled so much, and like they like, there's the people who literally weren't afforded the opportunity to ever have like a plan B, which obviously again it might just fuel your point, but like they didn't really have the opportunity, so there was only that one way. But then there's the people who are like, okay, like they were still like doing both, but then their plan A finally started to take off. Like, okay, I can finally drop this plan B I was doing. So like, there's the other way too, where it's like, because even the streamers that I watch, a lot of them will be like, oh yeah, I was going to uni, I was doing this, until like I was like, wait, I'm making more money than my professors now. Like, why am I even still here? You know, so then I just cut. But it's not necessarily like they were like, nah, I never went. I was this, that, and third. I was telling my parents, nah, this is it, this is gonna work, and then it worked. Like, there are the people who just like, they have a passion, they love it. It's like no one could ever take that away from them. They're gonna continuously put time and energy into it, and then eventually like it's gonna take off, and then like, okay, I don't need to keep going on this path or whatever. Because like, okay, this is what ended up happening for me. So I don't know. There's a couple. There's like a couple. There's multiple. It's not necessarily only one way.
Yeah.
Like one blueprint. Like you always kind of hear the beautiful story, like the comeback story, whatever. Like the down to back up was against the wall. Pressure made a diamond. Like I could only have this route and I made it. But like there are people who like they've gotten there like with, you know, like doing what they needed to do to do what they wanted to do. You know.
Yeah.
So there's multiple ways to go, but damn, we just went on a crazy tangent. What the heck? We wasn't even talking about the parents thing no more.
That's
But-
how the plot works, though, bro.
No, well, that is facts. And they gonna get to know real quick. That is facts. But to answer the question, my answer is honestly no. I don't think you should always listen to your parents. Generally, I think it's like overall. It's because if there's ever a part where I can say no, then the
Yeah.
answer is overall pretty much no. Because like it's never gonna be like a you should. The question is, should you always listen to your parents? That's the question. Should you always? Not sometimes, like most of the time, like always. No, it's impossible to always listen. You
Yeah.
can't always listen. You're a human. Like you can't. Like it's just not possible. But yeah, there's big reasons. There's the smaller reasons. Like if you're still in your parents' crib, don't be on some you said I don't gotta listen to y'all type shit. Let's not get crazy now. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get crazy. Obviously, respect your parents. Listen to your parents as long as you're under their roof. If you're still a kid, especially if you're still like, especially between the ages of like high school, bro. When you hit, I swear it's like a canon event for men, but once you hit 17, particularly 17, you swear you got it all figured out. Like you swear you know what's going on.
everything, yeah.
You know everything. I swear it's 17. It's like like this is what it is. Like can't nobody tell me nothing. Like I got this life stuff figured out. You're so dead wrong, boy. You're so dead wrong. But it's either, you know, like you got to think that way because then you get humbled real quick by life. But no, those ages too, when you think you got stuff figured out, no, still listen to your parents because they generally probably do know better at that point. But once you become a real
Like
adult,
when you're in your adult life.
yeah. But there are parents that genuinely be tweaking, like genuinely, and I've heard stories. So like, bro, like you gotta play the hand you're dealt, bro, genuinely. And this sounds so like freaking spoiled coming from me because I'm spoiled with good parents, even though it wasn't like the best financial life. But it's like I would not trade it for nothing. But like you really do deal that, like you gotta just deal the hand you're dealt, bro. And if you got a good head on your shoulders, bro, you can make it. If you still got your sanity, if you still got a vision for yourself, if you still got respect, like respect will take you a long way in life. Just with meeting people, being kind, like it'll take you a long way, bro. You can bank on yourself. You can, like it is possible to just. I've hit this age. I'm working full time, but you got to pick up 2 jobs. Like the economy's cruel, bro. But like if you got a vision for yourself, bro, see it through, despite your parents, and prove them wrong. But don't do nothing crazy though. Like don't just be on some. Yeah, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm gonna do this. Like moves, bro. No. If it's like real, if it makes sense and like it's good for you, and do what you got to do, bro. But everyday stuff, yeah, listen to your parents. But always, no. You got any closing remarks? I covered all bases. Yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you let us know your opinion down in the comments below. Except for you, Anthony. Except for you, gang. Except for you. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. That is episode 2 of Sincerely Pod. I be your boy, you Musa.
Get a lie.
One time, fellas.
Ciao.
I remember this time.